Please listen carefully.
Welcome to Dirk Center.
Hi, my name is Alan Helimsky,
And I'm Michael Pittaro.
and today our topic is the NFL Draft, which happened just a few days ago, and it's a big event for everyone in the NFL universe. All the fans love watching all the new players that the team just got. And let's start it off. So with the first overall pick, the Cleveland Browns, once again, they take quarterback Baker Mayfield. What do you think about that?
Baker Mayfield, well, I'll be honest with you, Alan, it was a pretty big surprise. If I were the Browns, I don't get why, because the Browns, after going 0-16, they need everything. You need a defense, you need running backs, you need quarterbacks, you need receivers. Now, in the offseason, the Browns did add some pretty good receivers.
Yeah, they got Jarvis Landry, who came over from the Miami Dolphins, and they still have Josh Gordon, who's going to be there full time now. He's finally got his stuff together. And yeah, their offense is looking good, but some Browns fans aren't super happy with the choice they made at quarterback.
Now, the quarterbacks that are coming in this draft, Sam Darnold, you got Baker Mayfield, you got Sam Rosen and Josh Allen. Those four.
Josh Rosen.
Josh Rosen. Sorry about that. Those four were the keystones in this draft. I think the Browns maybe felt like Baker Mayfield was probably the most ready out of all of them. Saquon Barkley, he was drafted number 2 overall to the Giants. Why wasn't he drafted first? And then, if I were the Browns, you have that 4th pick. You don't choose a quarterback for that 4th pick. I just don't get that logic. Now, I know the Browns, they did need corners. Mm-hmm. They got that quarterback from Ohio State named Denzel Ward, and he's supposed to be great. But I don't know. To me, I feel like you need to start off with a good running game and a good passing game. And I realize runners aren't as valuable as they used to be, and I get that a lot of running backs, because of the wear and tear that they have going into the season, has a lot of implications. A lot of running backs only last about 5 years in the NFL, except for guys like Le'Veon Bell. I just don't get, Saquon Barkley, from what a lot of scouts are saying, is supposed to be better than Ezekiel Elliott. And we all saw the impact that he had on the Cowboys for the past 2 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just don't get, if you're the Browns, you should draft Barkley first and then get a guy like maybe Darnold, or you have a guy like Allen or Rosen there for that safe 4th pick. But the Browns did what they needed to do, and they needed corners, so they did address that issue, and they did get a pretty good one. So we'll see how it goes. Now, Alan, let me ask you this. Is there any teams at all that you felt surprised you or maybe questioned a little bit?
The Cowboys with their first overall pick. Leighton Vander Esch from Boise State, linebacker. I didn't see too much tape on him, but I did not think that they were going to go linebacker. I thought after losing Des Bryant, they were going to go after a wide receiver, notably Calvin Ridley from Alabama.
Not only him, Jason Witten. This was my biggest surprise, was Jason Witten.
Yeah.
Now, Giant fans like me, you have to be on your knees thanking God that Jason Witten is done. We have to face 2 years of Jason Witten catching passes. He was probably our biggest kryptonite was Jason Witten for the Cowboys. If I were a Giant fan or a Redskin fan or Eagle fan, you've got to be so excited,
man. Seriously,
you have to rejoice the fact that Jason Witten is gone.
I feel the same way with Jordy Nelson being gone in the Packers as a Vikings fan. That man killed the Vikings for so many years. Now he's on a totally different conference. So.
Yes, but going back, and what were you going to say about the Cowboys?
Well, yeah, the Cowboys' first pick surprised me, especially because I felt like they needed wide receiver because they lost their best option at wide receiver, and Des Bryant's still without a team now. I thought that pick was interesting. They definitely addressed wide receiver later on in the draft, but you never know what comes out of the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th rounds.
Now, in all fairness, they did trade for Tavon Austin from the Rams, but I don't know if that's going to be enough.
Yeah,
I just don't.
Tavon Austin was a first-round pick himself, and he never really materialized as a top-flight wide receiver on the Rams. And they were trying to trade him for a while. They finally found a suitor for them. Another pick I thought was really questionable, but I think it was a great fit for the franchise, is Lamar Jackson going number 32nd to the Ravens. Them trading back into the first round and taking possibly the most questioned quarterback in the entire draft based on the way he plays the game.
Now, folks, this is our first disagreement. I don't like Lamar Jackson. But
I love him. I think he's going to be a stud.
I don't know. I mean, it's something about, to me, just the mobile quarterbacks. You saw what happened to Robert Griffin III. You saw what happened to Kaepernick. Now, in all fairness, Kaepernick probably is not signed because of his political activism or just the fact that he's just been declining over the years. But I just don't like Lamar Jackson's style in today's league. Now, obviously the Ravens have a quarterback in Joe Flacco, so obviously the Ravens are not going to start Jackson right away.
Quarterbacks in this league are still having success like that. Look at Marcus Mariota. He took his team to the playoffs last season.
He has a lot of
won a
injury
game.
trouble.
Yeah, he's been hurt a lot, but he was able to keep it together last season.
Plus, it's not like the Titans really went far either. They won their first round playoff game against the Chiefs, who seem to choke every single year.
That's what I'm saying with Baker Mayfield. Like, he's not exactly the most pocket passer. He does like to get out of the pocket himself too. He did it a lot in Oklahoma. It was a big reason for his success. Like mobile quarterbacks, like they're stigmatized in this league because they do get hurt. They do take those chances to go out of the pocket. But I still think Lamar Jackson is a good enough quarterback, like a pocket quarterback, to eventually overtake Joe Flacco and take the starting position there. Don't forget to hit subscribe. We'll see you soon.